Hello. Audio has been a rather pervasive issue. I apologize. It has been mystifying and has required more than simply turning up the mic audio. I do hope that this has at last solved it, but I've only had 15-second test samples to this point. At the very least, I'd add this episode should be released in the Pluslerules. And let's see how this turns out. I'll play with it. It will be good. And we can play as any number of characters. Eve, we have done Lilith. Lilith fun. Lilith's first sojourn within this file. Let's see if we can make boss rush. Oh good. It's a familiar. Less excitingly, I have been blown up. As Lilith, our combat capabilities are limited to that of our familiars. Most notably, Incubus, who shoots as I would. Had I not a blindfold on. And we have a box of friends, with which we may gain more friends. A wonderful prospect. Every use adds an additional instance of each familiar you currently have. A beautiful thing. In situations in which one can acquire multiple uses within one room, your familiars may stack additively from box of friends, making it a very powerful tool for modes such as greed mode, challenges such as boss rush. It may be tempting to refer to such as cheese, but you unlock Lilith by playing greed mode. And if I remember right, I believe even the unlock for Box of Friends was related to greed mode. Unsure of that though. I am certain that Lilith and Box of Friends were added with greed mode in mind. And so I feel it may not be right to consider such a thing. Choose. Nonetheless, I would like to get an early angel deal, if possible, but I won't try for it too hard. We are currently at 2 plays, and I will end at 3. It is very nice to have a damage up. To blight it over. It stands a little chance against 2 incubuses. We now have 2 familiars and 2 damage upgrades. Heartening indeed. Any familiar, anything related to familiars or to battle power is a blessing with the Lord. And of course, damage upgrades are rather a blessing for anyone. .45 damage going into phase 1 is impressive for most characters, including this one, I would say. This room, on the other hand, it is not the most fun room in the game, but it is past us. A ranged bow in exchange for capped tears. I think I will take it. With Incubus in play, we can sort of work around the range, although in other ways it's even worse than it otherwise would be. But I should prefer to enjoy the fact that I can approach and then back off. Gain a little bit of an edge with the distance gained from having Incubus between Lilith and the enemy. Challenge. Pestilence presents itself. Oh dear. An angel deal was unlikely to begin with. Shop items are valuable for anyone, but for Lilith in particular, I would say. But I would like to have it if I can. I will. If I can. think it would be nice. Let me escape. So be it. There is only one path to me, and it is paved with incubus. And is therefore a dangerous path indeed. Troubling. There we go. Challenge me. But I would rather not challenge you. This time. Half of the end of this floor is roughly 12 minutes. I've visited neither a shop nor an inn. I have places to go. And that 2x2 room is not yet one of them, but will be after this room. Such is the way of times. I did not think I was vulnerable, but I was mistaken. Nonetheless. I think defeating boss rush with no angel or devil heals is not entirely outside the range of possibility. Lilith. Starts with Cambion consumption. Taking damage can spawn a random type of new dark familiar. I'm unsure if they're necessarily demonic. I don't really know how that works. In any case, it has given us a second incubus, which means from here on out, anytime we use Box of Friends, we will have 4 instances of incubus. To be more precise. Oh. It appears that's not how it works. It's disappointing. Still though, another incubus is very powerful. I suppose that does make sense. It is additive, not multiplicative in the first place, and it does not differentiate in that sense between familiars spawned by the box and familiars that were present before activating the box. It is interesting to see that Incubus is not in a list of items, even after spawning a second one through Cambion conception. A bedroom. I could stand to rest in this bed. Or lie down. Why did the spikes stay active for fully a second after the room was cleared? That was briefly worrisome. A crawl space should be here. In most cases, I should be delighted to take a stroll. Whether in real life or in the binding of Isaac repentance. However, it cannot stand up to the value of Box of Friends as an act of voting for Lily. Not by any means. I do hope the audio situation is working. The only way to find out should be to listen once the recording is done. I've done preliminary testing. This is the real test. And this test goes up either way. Florida's gameplay was in Fallout 3. And why would we leave gameplay from Fallout 3 out when it could be included instead? The stomach rumbles. You've been up for quite some time. Stomach tends to get a little bit unpredictable under such circumstances. Rather difficult not to get hit. When working with Incubus. And number one, I suppose. The mulligan. They're growing soon. Every tier, I believe, landed has a 1 in 6 chance to spawn a blue locust. Yes, it seems to be every tier landed. Or at every tier fired, which I believe is the case with the guppy. We would have a number of flies already. A ladder. And then would rather save up for the donation machine. I do not think we are likely to get our angel deer on the next floor either. Be that as it may, I do think that we are at time to win boss rush, should we make it in time. Which seems fairly tenable. The potential is there. Struck already. Just looking to aim I'm going to need to find my way sooner rather than later in order to make it. At least we've happened upon the item. Eye in the back of your head. Oh, I like this. I like this very much. This should be considerable. I hate to say it, but we've not the time for the donation machine. We may not have the time anyway. But we know. I have not yet lost hope. Certainly I will need to use Box of Friends on not save it for boss rush if we have to make it. There we go. Oh! Excuse me. Was that a 1 in 1,000 chance? Am I misinterpreting something? I forgot momentarily from my shock that I needed to hurry that severely. Leo is not a viable choice. Cursed Owl is a quick way to lose any shot at completing boss rush. Cupid's arrow is piercing. Spider Loaf. I will take it. We have flies, why not spiders as well? The chain of events was, well, it appears we've spawned the succubus. Goes around dealing some gradual AoE damage, and while within its circle, we deal more damage. But as I was saying, I was rather caught up in what all was going on. Only for seconds after I processed the item that we gained from the Angel. The Wayfarer's very valuable gifts. We are only going to be taking half-heart damage for the rest of this despite the amount of champion enemies we now face. We are about to form our very own super meatball. And only a half-heart despite totally revealed after boss rush. Move on to chapter 4, where normally everything begins to deal full heart damage. Full heart damage, I should say. You made a super meatball. Maybe I've done it. This is certainly come together. So with scantily loaded, so 22 seconds thereabout, I believe. And now the screen is covered with our allies. Their help invaluable and indeed our only source of progress. P everywhere. You're an unstoppable. That is the nature of this game. For some reason. I did not design it. But I do choose to play it. It is grotesque. And most things within it are saddening in some way. But people enjoy it, and we have enjoyed it. My reflection. Well, that is the greater reason to enjoy it. Look at all these things. Sure, but this is a spectacular arrangement of moving parts working to creative symphony, friendly destruction. Creative destruction. And there's so much to learn within this game. So much. And I love that. I do hope we can make it through the hunt. I think we will. But we are certainly not as strong in the average room as we were at the end of the boss rush. Bookworm combined with our 2+ incubuses and our in the back of our head and our heads and our reflection would be a nice addition, but one soul heart is also not a bad addition, especially when considering that the soul heart means But we are about to gain a static level 2 cube of meat. Because this floor is boss open. Unless it's a 2x1 room, in which case, so it goes. That did not occur to me. Thoughts full of cubes of meat. It took me seconds to abandon, to open the box. If I can maintain this Sora, we have a good chance, not a guarantee, but a good chance of being able to continue the run past them. That would be wonderful. A 67% chance. 67.5, I think. Something along those lines. I will take the keys. I think the hosts wake up not necessarily based on when projectiles are coming towards them, and more simply based on whether you're facing them while holding the fire button. I'm just certain that perhaps this was an unnecessary usage of the box. Perhaps not, considering I took damage. Why regret a usage of the box when using the box is so enjoyable? It's a 3-room charge that I mainly use on bosses. It is not guaranteed that we now attain book 1. Now it is. And while Monster Manual will not be helpful on the next floor if there is one, it will give us a Guardian Angel. And a Guardian Angel we can add on to for this fight. Or perhaps not? Strange. We continue. Good. A fetus in a jar has appeared in the basement. You unlocked challenge number 9. Demo 9. Did that say goat head baby has appeared in the basement? Oof. I think that's what it said. Goat head baby has appeared in the basement. I see. Yeah, well equipped to deal with such bosses. I feel, I would say, 86% confident in our success. If anything, that may be an underestimate. But that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm feeling. And why second guess myself? This is not your home, dude. You do not belong. Super Sloth, on the other hand. Oh. Super Sloth, I think, has a very strong case to make for doing whatever the heck it wants. There is nothing for greed here. But Super Sloth does not require motivation. Super Sloth merely requires a place to be. A sacrificing. Intriguing. I wonder if we could muster the resources necessary to travel to the Dark Room. What is this? Ancient recall. Judgment. Wheel of Fortune's a fool.
Wheel of Fortune. Judgment.
We will come back to this state of affairs later. I think if we are able to get to the Dark Room, I think we could beat the Lamb. I think we could. I don't necessarily know that we would, but I do think we could. Now, let's see what we can do with this, if anything. There's a lot of potential, certainly. 1, 2... I did not realize the wafer applied even to the self-sacrifice room spikes. This is a wonderful discovery. 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we are, in an angel room. The item we have found serves us no real purpose, but we did get more resources, which is very helpful. 7. Oh, we can fly now. That's fortunate. 8.
The mothers.
We're making it. 9. Keepers. There is no golden door. It is pointless. 11. Excellent. Oh no, wait, that was 10. This is 11. I would like to take the second key piece, regardless if it's utter lack of utility. 50-50. Here we are. Rune Bag has appeared in the basement. Trisagion has appeared in the basement. Dad's Key has appeared in the basement. Filigree Feather has appeared in the basement. Some of those were definitely from collecting the key pieces. I think Dad's Key was one of them. That is Mom's knife. Yes. This certainly is Mom's knife. We're going to beat the lab. Before unlocking either the Polaroid or the negative. That's cool. It's a new experience for us. When did we get so much range? When did this happen? Oh! I think it's from my reflection. Then my reflection is simply overridden by Mom's knife. I think we are one item away from the Spider Baby transformation. Not really sure if that would help, but it would be interesting, I suppose. Maybe Baby 2.0. We worked out all the kinks. There are a great many kinks out there. That is quite the feat. Definitely a commendable effort, I'm sure. There's some dogs. I rather wish we could fight another Satan. Oh well. This is how we gain access in the future. We are now one item away from the Bob transformation somehow. Extremely unlikely that that comes to pass. Maybe. I do wish RoboBaby 2.0 were a little more reliable, but I appreciate its help nonetheless. Oh yes, victory laps. We're going to be offered a victory lap, aren't we? I don't think we should do it. Because to get all the necessary related unlocks. You eventually need to do, I believe, at least one lap as the lost. And we do not have fully natural unlocked for this. We'd have to bank on finding it in an interim, which is, could be described as unreliable at best. Or, I suppose not getting hit, which, again, seems unreliable at best. I think it would be considerably better to wait until we have donated the requisite 879 coins to the greed machine to unlock the lost innate holy matter. Yeah. This is going to be our first land grab. No, thank you. And there we have it. I don't wish to view any cutscenes this game may have to offer, as I appreciate. The gate is open. The angels await. Oh, the gate is open is referencing the golden door, I believe, even though it looked like a drawing of the void portal. And I did not have time to process the third unlock. What was it? Lilith defeating the lamb with Lilith, it would have been Succubus. So I think I can safely say that Succubus disappeared into the basement. The end. Oh. What a criminally misleading, I suppose not criminal, but extremely misleading statement. But it is the end of the episode. I do hope I was audible. In any case, I had a good time. I hope anyone else watching did as well. Farewell.